early. Somebody's got to be first, right? So you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So if you got horses up in the barn, get them on down to the track. All right, looks like we got our first horse making its way down the track today. Looks like it's lot number 11 in your catalog. Lot number 11 is Buster Hall. That'd be a 5-year-old brown gelding sired by the Andover Hall. Lot number 11 will be coming around the track. Now making its way down the rail, lot number 11. Again, that's Buster Hall, a 5-year-old brown gelding sired by the Andover Hall. Buster Hall to the east end. Coming down past the rail, lot number 11. Lot number 11, Buster Hall. That's the Andover Hall gelding. 5-year-old Andover Hall, Buster Hall. Lot 11 in your catalog. Again, if you're just arriving on the grounds, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. The 13th annual Memorial Trotting Sale. Plenty of seating. The seats with the numbers on them are reserved, but you're welcome to sit down there if you need to. And if someone comes along with that number, yep, you might just have to get up and move to the next one. But thank you for coming out today. Okay, Thurman just told me there is a couple seats available left for sale. You can purchase those up in the Beachy Arena. So if you have not got a seat for today and you want to be right down front where the action is, there is a couple seats left up in the Beachy Arena. You can get signed up for that. Now down by the block, lot number 11. Yep, he's sure getting her done. Headed for the east end, lot number 11, that's Buster Hall. 5-year-old brown gelding sired by the Andover Hall. We need horses. Horses to the track. Now we're going to try them right down in front of the block, lot number 11. Lot 11, Buster Hall. And if you wasn't here last night. Great turnout for that first annual pony benefit for the Rainbow of Hope last night. The kids done a great job. We had 50 ponies, raised right around $150,000 for the benefit. So great job by all those exhibitors and the sponsors and the committee that put that thing on. So we hope to keep that an annual event so kids get your ponies ready. Next year we'll plan on doing that again. So good job by all with that. Don't forget your raffle tickets. Raffle tickets for sale. You can see in the catalog what all. We'll announce everything after a while, but purchase those raffle tickets early. You get your name in the bucket first, you might be the first one pulled out. So raffle tickets, plenty of food on the grounds. Make yourself at home. So I know that Lot 17 is the bagger. So how you say that? Yeah, LV one and only. Pre-V charge. Yeah, I got that. I'll screw that up. You know that. That's what everybody waits for. Do what you doing now with a dream time vacation down. And we have a chocolatier on the second day. Chocolatier. Chocolatier too. Yeah, I hate it when it's slow. Dream vacation, that is one. Dream time vacation. How about SP? Yeah, so we can read it. Yeah, that's a good point. Space bar is for a reason. They throw it all together to mess us up. Well, I'll tell you what. I know it. Not even a collar. You need a cap. I just need horses. Then we can get fired up. So the raffle tickets Brackets are in the west end of the barn. There comes one around the back. Yeah, he just figures. He knows what it is. Yeah, like I said, second time to make a first impression.
That's exactly. I love that. Only one time to make a first impression.
Yeah. You never get a second chance. That's what I meant. There comes another one. We're going to get busy here now. Well, looks like we got some horses coming down the back stretch, headed down towards the main track, so business is picking up. What we got there, Dan? Lot number 62 in your catalog. Lot number 62 is a 5-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. Lot 62 in your catalog, 5-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just entering the grounds, you do not need a buyer's number today to purchase a horse or anything else we auction. You purchase something, they'll come around and get your information. Lot 6, Lot 2, making its way down by the grandstand. Lot 62 on the rail, that's Quebec Ale. 5-year-old mare, sired by the Andover Hall. Lot 62 in your catalog. Followed up by lot number 67. 67 is Hooray for Major. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Major Athens. Lot 67, Hooray for Major. Oh, business is picking up. If you hadn't found your seat yet, make your way down the track. 62 in your catalog in the middle. Followed up by lot number 8. There's a new duck on the pond. Bonnie Rose, lot number 8. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Alarm Detector. Lot 8 in your catalog to the east end. Lot 6, lot 2, making its way down the rail. Lot number 62, 5-year-old bay mare, sired by the Andover Hall. Number 8 down to the east end. Lot number 8. I got 62 and 60. Lot 121. Down by the rail, lot 121 in your catalog. 121, that is a 3-year-old bay mare sired by Tactical Landing. Lot 121 in your catalog. Followed up, coming down the rail is lot number 67. 67 is Hooray for Major. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Major Athens. Lot 67. Followed up by 121. 121 down the rail there. That's Tactical Sonora. 3-year-old bay mare sired by Tactical Landing. Oh, yeah, have a look. 67 down the middle of the track. Lot 67 to the east end. He's picking them up and laying them down. All right, over on the rail. I missed the rail. Lot number 8 down the center of the track. We'll catch him when he comes back around. Also, that lot 8 goes along with a breeding to Domino's Effect. So if you purchase lot number 8, you also got a free breeding there. Lot 67 down the rail. 67 is that Hooray for Major. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Major's Athens. Followed up by lot 8 on the rail. 121 by the block. 121 and 8 to the east end. Yeah. I need gloves. Oh, I need gloves with the ball gun and heaters. Maybe we can get a heater in here. Yeah, it feels good. Not sure what happened to that sunshine we had peeking in there, but we'll welcome it back as soon as the clouds break there. Thanks again for everyone coming out today. One good thing, like I said earlier, we're always looking for a positive. We won't have to wet down the track much today unless the wind keeps up. So the good Lord blessed us in that way. Don't forget your raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are being sold up in the West End barn. Plenty of food on the grounds. Make yourself at home. Seats, if you need seats, there was a couple seats left. You can purchase them up in the Dean Beachy Arena. So if you have not purchased a seat for today, go up there and get that taken care of. All right, coming down the rail now, we have lot number 81. Lot 81 in your catalog. Lot 81 is Ozzy's Princess. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by the Ozzy. Lot 81 in your catalog. We got our first Ozzy out on the track. Yeah, coming down the rail now is lot number 81. Yeah, there's a dagger, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ozzy's Princess, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Aussie with a Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe dam. So lot 81 in your catalog.
You don't like that?
Yeah,
Oh, you like it?
Ozzy's fast girl. He's very true love to you.
Three-quarter sister, though.
Steve. All right, Steve. Bill, if she comes to me again, she was asking. Tell him that she's a maternal sister to the national champion.
Okay, so except her mom would. This is the Dewey
Right, you're
mare.
right. But
Dewey
she
mare
was
out of.
But Dewey's friends like that with Regan. She's also fast girl, right?
The dam. The dam would be a maternal sister, isn't it?
Right, you're right.
Because this
That's
is
the
an
second,
Ozzy.
yeah.
It's kind of like. So
What if we
it's
say, like,
Frederica.
this one's Dan is a maternal sister to the national champion.
Yeah. So pretty, but.
This
Ozzy's
one's
her
Dan
dam.
is a maternal sister to the
This mare's dam is a 3/4 sister to the national champion,
Ozzy's fast.
Ozzy's Fast Girl. So check it out in your catalog, lot number 81. That's Ozzy's Princess, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Ozzy with a Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe dam.
That was close.
Almost got it.
Man, this thing's snorting every step.
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a new duck on the line. That's at lot number 81. Ozzy's Princess, lot 81 in your catalog. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Ozzy. That's a dagger.
Did she go through the urine?
Here's lot 81 right down in front of the block, headed for the east end. Lot 81 in your catalog. She's a special one. If you're putting check marks or stars, you might want to add a couple for that one as it exits the east end. Lot 81. Now headed down by the rail. Lot number 52. 52 in your catalog. That's Devious Promises. 6-year-old bay mare, sired by a devious man. Lot 52 in your catalog.
Doesn't want right if I hammed him through it. Yeah, if it is body through it, now what? Darn possessed.
Should I go and get that hat for you? Well, probably not till later.
Lot 52 down by the rail. Lot 52, Devious Promises. 6-year-old bay mare, sired by the devious man. Lot 52 to the east end.
Hey, surely Standard Journal's got something here. Does he have a booth, Mark? He has. He probably has something.
So should I go and get you a standard bred journal hat? Yeah, I'm gonna go and find you one.
Okay, Roy, you're up. You're the spotter.
As long as he got the mic, I'm
Yeah, I got the mic. You're good. You sort them out and I'll tell them. You might have to help me with the name. Now coming down by the rail, lot number 52, that's Devious Promises. That's that 6-year-old bay mare, sired by the devious man. Lot 52 headed down by the rail. Lot 52 to the east end. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just arriving to the sale today, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. If it's your first time here, you will not need a buyer's number to purchase a horse or anything we have at the auction today. Someone will come around and take all your information. Raffle tickets up in the west end of the barn in here. We'd like to thank our sale committee for putting on this event. Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mollett. If you see those guys around today, be sure and tell them special thanks goes out to them for putting on this event. Great turnout for the pony benefit last night. Robert tells me we raised close to $150,000 with the ponies last night. 50 ponies. Thanks for all the exhibitors. Thanks to the sponsors for putting on, and everyone that helped put on that event. Took a lot of work to put it on, but a lot of smiles from the kids. And, you know, that's what it's all about. So appreciate everybody coming out for that. And hope we have a great day out today. So thanks again. Coming down the rail now, we have lot number 88. Over by the block is 55. Lot number 88. Now coming down the middle of the track, we have lot number 2. Lot 2 followed up by 55. Lot 55 is a missing piece. That's a 3-year-old bay mare, sired by a masterpiece. Lot 88 in the center of the track. Over on the rails, lot number 4. That lot 88 was just released from quarantine 2 weeks ago. Has been hitched 8 times, all natural. So check out lot number 88 the next time it comes around. Now down the center of the track, we have lot number 114. Our fingers are a little bit cold up here today, so it might be a little slow locating pedigrees, but that lot 14 was JB Credit Life. That's a 7-year-old bay gelding, sired by Lindy's Credit Line. That was lot number 114. Now down the center of the track, 118, 2 on the rail, 55 by the block, and lot 4 on the rail. followed up by lot 6. Lot 6 in your catalog headed for the east end, and 114. Lot 114 is a JB Credit Life, 7-year-old bay gelding, 88 down the center of the track. Lot 88. 88 is up here. That's a tough one. Lot 88 is a bay stallion, 12-year-old bay stallion, I'm sorry, sired by the pan chip, 55 down the middle of the track, followed up by lot 2 and 55 to the east end. Yeah, we have a lot of fun with these names up here. 118 down the center of the track, followed by 4, 6 on the rail, 114 in the middle. Oh, we're getting them warmed up now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't found your seats yet, a lot of horses out on the track. This is getting serious. Now coming down the rail, we have lot number 35. 35 in your catalog is Angel's Regret, 3-year-old black mare, sired by Merchandiser. 4 on the rail. Followed up by 118 in the center of the track. 4 and 118 to the east end. That 118 is General Steel, 4-year-old brown gelding, sired by Crazy Wow. 88. Look at them 8s down the center of the track. Followed up by 55. 5-5. 88 is up tier. Come on, let's shoot for that. Someone hollow it out. Followed up by 114. 114 down the center of the track. 35 on the rail. Number 6. 6 and then 4. I usually give some good advertisement. If you'll bring me a cheeseburger today, it might be a toboggan and a pair of gloves. Lot 55. Lot 55 to the east end. I can be bribed, you know. Lot 55 is a missing piece. That's a 3-year-old bay mare, sired by a masterpiece. 118 down the center of the track, followed by 35 over on the rail, and hugging the rail is 6. Lot 6, go for that, Dan. Lot 6 is a 7-year-old bay mare, sired by E.L. Titan. Lot 6 in your catalog. That was running out of reason to run. Lot 10 down the center of the track. Lot 10 is Show Me the Tab. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding by Mr. Cantab. That's the Raffle horse headed to the east end. We'll check him out when he comes back around. Lot 4 on the rail, followed up by lot number 6. Lot number 4 was that Devious Boy. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by the Devious Man. Lot 4 for your consideration. Now down the center of the track, we have lot number 10. Lot 10 is Show Me the Tab. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Mr. Cantab. That's the Raffle horse headed to the east end. That's a 5-year-old Mohegan handover mare. So get yourself up there, purchase some of those Raffle tickets. Yeah, if you want to get to church in a hurry or home, stay a little later at your girlfriend's, that might be the thing to do, is buy up some Raffle tickets. What do you say, Ed? Now coming down the rail, we have lot number 132. Lot 132, followed up by 10 in the center. The Raffle horse over on the rail. Again, ladies and gentlemen, get yourself up there and purchase some of those Raffle tickets. That thing can pick them up and set them down. Raffle horse. Raffle horse down the center of the track, headed for the east end. Oh, yeah, lot number 10. Lot 10, Show Me the Tab. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Mr. Cantab. Lot 10 in your catalog. Oh, yeah, now we got a new one out there. Lot number 34. 34 is E.R. Norma. That's a 5-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive. The raffle ticket down the center track, 132 on the rail. 132 is Tear Crazed. 5-year-old black mare, sired by a Newtown Chocolatier. There's your raffle ticket. Raffle tickets being sold up in the west end of the barn. 34 on the rail, followed up by 132. What you got there, Roy? 132. 34 is ER's Norma. 5-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive. Yeah, if anybody sees Matt Yoder up there in the barn, he went up to the Standardbred Journal booth to pick me up at the Boggin. So if you see him up there, send him on down this way. Here's your raffle horse. How's those raffle tickets selling for today? 20 a piece? 6 for 100. Make your way up there to the west end of the barn. Oh, look at this. Coming down the rail. Lot number 109. 109, that's My Time. My Time's a Wasting. Yeah, I got that one right. My Time's a Wasting is a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Kentucky. Oh, yeah, down on the rail, lot number 34. 3-4 in your catalog. 34 is ER's Norma. That's a 5-year-old bay mare, sired by the Muscle Massive. 34 for your consideration. Yeah. 109 on the rail. 109 is at My Time. My Time's a Wasting. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Kentucky. 109 for your consideration. 57 on the rail. There's a new one out there. 57 is Iron Smile. That's a 14-year-old bay mare, sired by the Dream Vacation. Lot number 57 in your catalog. Oh, yeah, here's a dagger coming down the rail. Lot number 109 straight. All right, lot number 57. That 57 is Iron Smile. That's a 14-year-old bay mare, sired by the Dream Vacation. Oh, yeah, 109 on the rail. 109 to the east end. Lot 57, 57 to the east end. $57 down the center of the track. Lot 57 for your consideration. Again, if you're just arriving today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 13th annual Memorial Trotting Sale held right here in Mount Hope, Ohio. There was a couple seats left. You could purchase up in the Dean Beachy Arena if you haven't already purchased a seat. The seats that have numbers on them are reserved. You can sit down there until the person comes along that has that number. Then you might have to hop to another one. So thanks for coming out today. Looks like the Lord's blessed us with a beautiful day for a horse sale. So plenty of food on the grounds. Raffle tickets in the west end of the barn. Plenty of nice horses for your consideration. We'll start selling horses today, ladies and gentlemen, at 12:30. That's a half hour earlier than what we normally start the sale, but we'll be ready to start promptly at 12:30 today. Again, if it's your first time here, you do not need a buyer's number to purchase a horse or anything else we auction today. Someone will come around and collect your information. Just get your hand up in the air and help us out today. Great turnout last night for the pony benefit. The committee tells me we raised right around $150,000 last night with 50 ponies. Thanks to all the consigners, the exhibitors, the sponsors. We had a lot of nice stuff for the auction last night and everyone that helped put on that event. 126 over on the rail. All the proceeds last night went to the Rainbow of Hope, so that was great. Lot 126 to the east end. That's wood chipping. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by, looks like a Chippendale. Lot number 126. Now on the rail, lot number 126. Lot 126 for your consideration.
On 67, it's got a stud colt, born April 12th. By law.
Lot number 3 down the rail. Lot 3 for your consideration.
Now, I'm gonna switch you out. That way you can't.
Turn the mic on. Test 1, 2. Doing a little sound equipment check up here. So test 1, 2. 122 down the center of the rail. 18 on the rail. 137 in the middle. So we're right back in business. Davey got us all hooked up here. So takes a lot of people to put on this event. 145 by the block. Followed up by 126 on the rail. Lot 3 over on the rail. 3, lot number 3. Almar Pure Delight. That's a 4-year-old black mare sired by a south wind flash. Now down the cylinder track, we have lot 122. 122. On the rail is 18, 137 in the middle. 18 and 137 to the east end. $145. $145 is reconciled. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Resolve. $122 down the center of the track. 122 to the east. That 122 is Divine's Grace, 4-year-old bay mare sired by the Conway Hall. 137 to the east end. We'll catch him when he comes back around. Over on the rail now, we have lot number 44. How about them 4s? 42 in the center, 47 in the middle, 160 by the block, 145 on the rail, followed up by 142. Lot number 3 on the rail. 3 is Almar Pure Delight. That's a 4-year-old black mare sired by a Southwind Flash. 137 down the center of the track. 137 is Strategic Vision. That's a 3-year-old brown mare sired by a Tactical Landing. 44. How about them 4s to the east end? 29 in the center of the track. 143, 2 by the block. 145 in the center, followed up by 47 on the rail. 47 is My Crazy Girlfriend. That's a 5-year-old bay mare sired by Pound Echo. 18 to the east end. 137 down the center of the track. 44 on the rail, 29 by the block. 142 on the rail, 122 in the center, 145. Get him when we come back around. Oh, yeah. Now we got coming down the center of the track, lot 142. Followed up by 148 in the center, followed 122, 29 by the block, 42 on the rail, 145 to the east end. Oh, yeah, it's getting serious out here now, ladies and gentlemen. You hadn't made it down seats, you might want to come on down. We're getting a lot of horses on the track. Sale starts promptly today at 12:30. Raffle tickets up in the west end of the barn. I don't know if you saw that raffle horse out here a while ago, but he was kind of serious. 160 down the middle of the track. That 160 is Dr. Cruiser. That's a 3-year-old bay mare sired by the Enterprise. Lot 160 for your consideration. 47. 4-7 down the center of the track. Hello, Eddie. 18. Followed up by 29 down the center of the track. 160 to the east end. Over on the rail, we have lot number 148. 122. 122 to the east end. 122 is Divine's Grace. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by the Conway Hall. Lot number 18, Electric S. I think I butchered that one. 7-year-old chestnut mare sired by CJ's Photo. You know, I got some great spotters up here. So lot 16 down by the block. I really appreciate their help because I can sure butcher up some of these names. 148. 148. That 148 is a mean trotting machine. 4-year-old bay gelding sired by the Snow King. Lot 148. Oh, yeah, here comes one picking them up and setting them down. Lot number 160 in your catalog. That lot number 160 is Dr. Crusher. That's a 3-year-old bay mare sired by the Enterprise. Now, right down by the block is lot number 16. That's Stronger with Lindy. That's a 6-year-old bay stallion. There's a stallion for your consideration. 148 by the block. 160 over on the rail. Yeah. Morning, Stephen. Stephen Yoder at the trot. Lot 148 by the block. 148 is a mean trotting machine. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding sired by the Snow King. 160 to the east end. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just arriving to the grounds, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. If you've never been to the sale, the 13th annual Memorial Day trotting sale today. Hard to believe we've been coming out here for 13 years, but yeah, it's a great event, and thank you everyone for coming out today. Raffle tickets up in the west end of the barn. Plenty of food on the grounds. lot number 38 down the center of the track. Lot 38 is Here's Pop Star, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the perfect popper. Lot 38 in your catalog. Now down the center of the track, we have lot number 16. Lot number 16, that's Stronger with Lindy. That's a 6-year-old bay stallion, sired by the Walnut. 38 by the rail. 38's Here's a Pop Star. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the perfect popper. 116 down the center of the track. 116. Oh, yeah, come on. Lot number 116 is a 6-year-old brown mare, sired by the Dreams Vacation. Amazing Thatcher. Thanks to the spotting crew up here. .38 down the center of the track. 147. That 147, as right as rain. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Royalty for Life. 147 in your catalog. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today again. If you happen to see the sale committee, Robert Hirschberger and crew, Thurman Mullet and all those guys, be sure and give them a special thanks. We'd like to thank everyone that helps put on this event. Yoder's Greenhouse, Mass Tractor. 38 down the center of the track. 147 and 116. Yoder's Blacksmith. All the fine folks back there that helps us out with this event. We appreciate everybody. It takes a lot of people to put this on, so thanks for everyone that makes this a success. Oh, yeah. Down the center of the track is 147. 147. 38 in the center. And 116 in the middle. 152 on the rail. 152 is a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Full Count. That's 152 in your catalog. 147 in the center. Followed up by 38. 38 to the east end. Over on the rail now, we have lot number 136. 136 is Mr. Park Lane. That's a 7-year-old bay gelding, sired by Mr. Can. 136 for your consideration. 116. 116 to the east end. Followed up by 68. 143. Lot number 38. Lot number 38. Don't forget, if you need some extra advertisement today for your event coming up, just let us know over here at the announcer's block. I can be bribed with food, you know. Today it might be a toboggan and gloves. 157 to the east end. 136 on the rail. 68 down the center of the track.
Should we write it in a book, or should we just keep it here and watch for these numbers?
Over on the rail is 38.
Do we need to write it in every?
38 in your catalog. 13. Oh, yeah, that one there's a picking them up and setting them down. Lot number 13.
Shuffle all three of them around. Just keep an eye out for it.
68. Lot 68 to the east end, followed by 152. 136 on the rail. 38 on the rail.
Listen. Okay, I'll just call it out.
143 on the rail, followed up by 13. 13 is a 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Crazy Blue Sky. As soon as my spotters figure out that name, we'll throw it out there. 111 on the rail. 168 down the center of the track. 168 is B Wheeling. That's a 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Wheeling Dealing.
Lot number 68 down the center of the track, 167 on the rail. $136 on the rail. Lot 111 on the rail, followed by 15. $168 down the center of the track. Lot 68. 168 followed by 60 by 68. 171 on the rail. 171 is Royson's best one yet. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Crazed. 167. 167 is a 10-year-old brown mare sired by Man of Many Missions. That 167 horse going to the East End has a stud colt by Long Tom that was born on April 12th up here in the box stall. 167 that just went to the East End has a stud colt at her side. 15 down the center, 111 on the rail. Lot number 111 is a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 49 just passed by. 168 by the block. 171 on the rail. 167 in the lead, 13 in the middle, followed up by 152. 15, lot 15. That is a 4-year-old bay mare sired by E.L. Titan. Lot 15 that just went out the East End. $49 by the block. 49 is a 5-year-old bay gelding sired by Dream On Cause. $111 on the rail, 167 in the center. 168 by the block, 152 in the center, 15 on the rail. Down the center is 171. Lot 13 down the center. Lot 13 followed by 49. 13 is a 5-year-old bay gelding sired by Crazy Blue Sky. Lot 13, an Arski Blue Sky, an Arski Sky native. I butchered that one just like Bill said. 167 down the center. 111 on the rail. 171 by the block. 171 is a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Crazed. 108 by the block. 49 on the rail. 49, Political Cause, 5-year-old bay gelding sired by Dream On Cause. 167 down the center. That's the mare with the long tom stud cold at her side. 15 on the rail. Also, there's plenty of books by the block now. Behind the block, we just received a fresh shipment of books. So if you need a book, behind the block, there's plenty. $171 down the center. 111, followed by 111. 111 is the 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 108 just went out the east. H. Slider's Legacy, 3-year-old brown mare sired by Lou's Legacy. 108. $155 by the block. $20 on the rail. Lot 20. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Mass. Lot 20. 70 on the rail. $70, that just went out the east end, is a 5-year-old bay mare sired by What the Hill. 56 on the rail. That's a new one. 56. That 56 is JL Party, 5-year-old sired by Party at your place, lot 56. 165 down the center, lot 20 on the rail. Lot 20 is El Presidente, 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Mass. 31 on the rail, that's that Stallion, 31. Can't get that number down the center. $14 on the rail. Followed by 56. Lot 20 down the center, lot number 20. $165 by the block. 160 is a 3-year-old brown mare sired by Mr. Cantap. 165 out of the East End. What is that? Can you get me that number the next time? That number on the horse that just went out of the East is rolled up. $14 on the rail. Lot 70. Lot 70 on the rail. $33 on the rail. 33 is a 3-year-old bay mare sired by Revan Roll. CK's Revan Shiver. 165 down the center. $120 down the center. $120. $120 is Belt Overhaul. 3-year-old bay stallion sired by Andover Hall. Lot 120. Lot 33 on the rail. Lot 56 and 165 in the cart.
I got 33.
120 by the block. 14 on the rail. 14 is Jack Worthy, 4-year-old bay mare sired by What the Hill. 14 that just went out of the East End.
What's your number?
134 followed by 105. 105. 106 on the rail. 105 and 106. On the west end of the B barn, as 33 goes down the rail, on the west end of the B barn, you will find under a tent the USA Stallion Directory by Hearts and Hoofbeats. They are selling their ads for their next year's USA Stallion Directory edition, so be sure to see them. If you sign up today, they're running a special, and all this goes to the Hearts and Hoofbeats program here locally, the therapeutic riding program. So they're on the west end of the of Barn B. Be sure to stop by and sign up to get your stallion in the USA Stallion Directory. 3 down the center. 53. 53 is Chaka Hanover, 3-year-old bay mare sired by Walner. 33 on the rail. CK's Revan Shiver, 3-year-old bay mare sired by Revan Roll. 153 down the 153 is Jula Pro Hanover, 7-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 124 down the center. 124 is Tacky Andy, 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Tactical Landing. That was 124 in the open buggy. 53 down the center. 53. 53 is that Chaka Hanover, a Walner, 3-year-old Walner mare. That was lot 53. 103 Robert has on the rail. 124 in the open bucky. 153 followed by one the open buggy, or follows the open buggy. 12 on the rail. Yeah, we lost something. That was just a no, it wasn't. No, yeah, it was just a moment. Wasn't it just 12? Which one were we looking for? 105. No. Okay. 106 just passed by the block. $124 in the open buggy, 103 on the rail. 53 in the middle, 12 on the rail.
What is his number? Do you have it? Is he out right now?
26-7 on the rail. 106 is Ophelia Tuma, 7-year-old brown mare sired by Dream Vacation. 153 on the rail.
I'll get 153.
12 on the rail, followed by, or in the middle, 12 on the rail, 53 in the middle. 53 is that Chaka Hanover mare, 3-year-old mare sired by a Walner. Lot number one, there's just lot number one, 26 by the block, followed by 103, 135 on the rail, 117 down the center, followed by 124 in the open buggy. $53 down the center, followed by 153. 153 is Jula Pro Hanover, 7-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 153 just went out of the east end. $117 by the block, lot number one. That's your one horse on the rail. 103 and 03 in the center, one on the rail. 103 is Cypress Hanover, 5-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 103.
You get the picture of a crew up here? I like to get
Lot 12. Lot 12. Lot number 12 that just went out of the east end is Royalty for Rose. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Royalty for Life. Lot number 12. 26 by the block, followed by 105. 105. 26 that went out of the east end first is Tilted Killed, 3-year-old bay mare sired by Superman. Lot number 26. Lot number one, there's your one horse, Kristen's Master. That's a 3-year-old stallion sired by none other than A Masterpiece. Lot number one. 117 on the rail, 53 in the center, 164 by the block. 164 is a new one. Lot number 12. 60 leading the pack, 26 by the block, 135, 35 on the rail. 135 that just went out of the east end is Amazing Sound. Bay mare, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. 105 by the block here. This is a 4-year-old bay gelding. Fenway, sired by Walner. 105 in front of the block. 1 just going to the east end, lot 1, followed by 117 down the center. 117 is Range of Justice, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Newtown Chocolatier. 117, 26 down the center, 135 on the rail, 164 by the block, 164. That's Royal Champagne, 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by Royalty for Live, 164. 73, that's a new one, 73 down the center. That's a 12-year-old brown mare sired by Pine Chip, lot 73.
What is that?
Lot 50 in the open buggy, lot number 50. 60 on the rail, 50 and 60. 60 is Kalamazoo, same mare sired by Muscle Massive, lot 60. 164. Bill, you had that. 164 is the 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by Royalty for Live. 4. $73 down the center, followed by 169. 105 down the center. 105. 50 in the open buggy. Lot 50 is a Rake of Stones, 4-year-old brown gelding, sired by Big Rigs. Lot 50. 164 just went out. 164. 135 going to the east end. 135 is Amazing Sound, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. 135. 169, picking them up and putting them down. 169, 69, 60. 169 that just went out is Royson's Money Girl, 4-year-old chestnut mare, sired by International Money. 73 in the middle, 64 by the block, 50 in the open buggy. 50 in the open buggy. 50 is a Rig of Stones, 4-year-old Big Rigs, brown gelding, lot 50.
Well, I beat you. I had the best one. Remember this one where we weren't sure what that is? I tried to I tried 3 times.
It was hilarious.
73 down the center. 64 by the block. 64 by the block. 50 in the open buggy. Lot 60 by the block. 48 down the center. 48 is My Sweet Mimi, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Massive, and she is in full to Mr. Anson. Lot 48 that just went out is in full to Mr. Anson.
141 is a new one. You guys are on the rail.
Have a look. That's what's on the night today.
Bill got it.
I don't need it now.
Who got you that?
50 in the open buggy. Right by the block is a 4-year-old Big Rigs gelding, lot 50. $141 on the rail, 64 by the block, 141 on the rail is Versace Blue Jip. Bay Mare, EL Titan, 141. 73 down the center. 73 is a 12-year-old brown mare sired by Pine Chip, lot 73. '71 is a new one, 71, followed by 169 by the block. '74 on the rail, 50 in the open buggy. Followed by Sir in the cart.
Said it's like it is, and then about
141. 141 on the rail.
We got 141 the last time, didn't we? Hey, sorry.
'71 down the center. 71 is Majestic Rockstar. 4-year-old bay stallion, lot 71 is a 4-year-old bay stallion sired by Mr. Hard Rock, 71. '74 in the cart, 74, 48 by the block, 45 on the rail. 74 is Mixed Text Hanover, 10-year-old bay mare sired by Muscle Massive. 64 just passed by the block. 64 is Cassidy M, 3-year-old brown mare sired by Arch Enemy. 64. 71 down the center. 71 is that stallion, the 4-year-old Mr. Hard Rock Stallion. 71. We'll welcome more of this sun, won't we, Bill? 104 on the rail, followed by 74. 104 and 74, 48 down the center. 48 is My Sweet Mimi. She is a 6-year-old bay mare sired by Muscle Massive in full to Mr. Anson, lot 48. 64 just went to the east end, 71 down the center.
it's bad if you like almost miss one, but it's hard to like that 64. You don't want to be an album with some other pedigree in it.
43, that's a new one. 43 is a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Dream Rocker. 104 to the east end, followed by 80 on the rail. 48 by the block. 48 by the block.
I got into that. Let's see me again. Game stats 104
45 on the 45 is a 12-year-old bay mare sired by Muscles Yankee, lot 45. $141 on the rail. 141 is Versace Blue Chip, 4-year-old bay mare sired by EL. 43 follows to the east end. 43. 48 down the center. 48 is the 6-year-old Muscle Massive mare in fold to Mr. Anson. '74 down the center, followed by 45. 74 is Mixed Text Hanover, 10-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive. 104 going to the east end. 104 is Game Stats, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by My MVP. 80, lot 80 on the rail. 80 is a 6-year-old black gelding by the name of Sunrise Winner. He is sired by Credit Winner. Lot 80 just went out of the east end. '74 down the center, followed by 45 on the rail. 104. 104 is the trailer. 104 is the 4-year-old gelding by My MVP. 43 is IR's Rock, 6-year-old bay gelding by Dream Rocker. 43. I can promise there would be food provided to the block committee here. There would be free advertisement for anybody that does that. Bill got his toboggan, so now he's looking for a cheeseburger. 104 on the rail. 104 gelding by My MVP. 80, lot 80 on the rail. 80 is Sunrise Winner, 6-year-old black gelding, sired by Credit Winner. Lot 80. 46, lot 46 on the rail, followed by 45, 46 and 45. 46 in the lead is Modern Prophet, 4-year-old bay stallion by OU Man, lot 46.
Don't forget your raffle tickets, ladies and gentlemen. West end of the barn up there. Raffle tickets for sale. 20 bucks, 6 for 100, 46 on the rail, 90 down the center of the track. If you're just arriving here today, ladies and gentlemen, there's no buyer's number for the sale today. Purchase a horse and we'll come by and take the information. 162 down the center of the track. Followed up by 107. 107, that's a new duck on the pond. 107. .107 in your catalog. That's the whole 9 yards. That's a sound gelding. Sired by the Cream Team. 90 down the center of the track. I'll get that. Lot number 90 in your catalog is Winning Point. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Conway Hall, followed up by 162. Some of those numbers are a little bit hard to see. 162 is OU Lady Levesque. Got that one right. OU Lady Levesque is an 8-year-old bay mare sired by the OU Man. Plenty of books and catalogs over here behind the block now if you need one. 78 to the east end, followed up by 107. 46 on the rail. 46 is Modern Prophet, 4-year-old bay stallion, sired by the OU Man. 162 on the rail. 162 will be OU Lady Levesque, 8-year-old bay mare, OU Man. 78. That one's a picking them up and laying them down, headed for the east end. 78 is Northern Magenta, 5-year-old bay mare, sired by the Royalty for Life. Over on the rail, we have lot number 90, 107 down the center. Lot number 107 is the whole 9 yards. That's a 7-year-old brown gelding, sired by the Creatine. 68 to the east end. Over on the rail, we have 133. 133 is Sir Swagger, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Conway Hall. 84 to the east end. 90 down the rail. That one's a picking them up and laying them down. If you're late for an event, you might want to check that one out. 90 is winning point. 4-year-old bay gelding. Conway Hall's the sire. $162 over on the rail. 162 is OU Lady Levesque. That's that 8-year-old bay mare sired by the OU man. $90 down the center. 133 on the rail. 84 over by the block, followed up by 51. 84 is Molly's Jail. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Bluto. Bluto. Sounds that? Bluto. Hey, if I got these all right, they'd fire me. One, two, five down the center of the track. Over here by the block, stopping in front of us, we have lot number 90. 107 in the center. 133 on the rail, followed up by 84. 84. 78 down the center. 84 is Molly's Jail. That's a 6-year-old sired by the Bluto. How do you like that? Bluto. Lot number 51 over on the rail. 51 followed up by 125. 125. 90 down the center. 107 in the middle. 84 on the rail. 80 Molly's Jail. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding that was sired by the Bluto. Don't forget your raffle tickets, ladies and gentlemen. West end of the barn, 78. Now that one there's a dagger. 78 is Northern Magenta. Old bay mare, sired by Royalty for Life. 153 followed up by 90. Lot number 90, 125, 84 over there on the rail. He's getting her done too. $139 over on the rail. That's a new duck on the pond. What you got there, Sarge? 139 is Dangus and how close was that? 5-year-old brown gelding sired by Angs Hall. 90, followed by 33, 133, and 84. 107. 125. 125 is Wall of Dover. That's a 4-year-old black mare sired by Dover Dan. 139 on the rail, followed by 163. There comes a young lady getting her done. Lot number 51. That's a new one out there. What you got there, Matt? 151. Enough already. 8-year-old bay gelding sired by 4 Stars Robo. No number on the one on the rail. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors today. Mass Critters Greenhouse. 75 headed down the rail. That's a dagger. Triple Blue Ribbon. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Dancing and Lupin. Also like to thank the fine folks at Yoder's Blacksmith. 162 headed down for the east end. 163, my bad. Yoder's Blacksmith always helps us out down there. I know Matt purchased their sponsorship there last night from the Pony Parade, so we always appreciate those fine folks. 139 over on the rail. He's a picking them up and laying them down. 75. 75 to the east end. 75 is triple looped ribbon. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by dancing. 51, there's a new duck on the pond. 51 headed for the east end. 115 over on the rail. Is that it, Sarge? 115. Oh, sorry. 129 on the rail. No number in the center. 139 on the rail. We need to get a number off that horse when he comes back around. $165 over on the rail. Followed up by 75 is that 4-year-old bay mare, sired by dancing and looped. 115 on the rail. 51 down the center of the track. Lot 51, that's enough already. An 8-year-old bay gelding by 4 Stars Robo. That's the Raffle horse without the number there. Headed down to the east end. Get your raffle tickets up in the west. 92 down by the rail, followed up by 163. Yeah, your raffle tickets are in the west end of the barn. $20 a piece, right, Matt? 6 for $100. Help yourself. Win a horse. Probably got a pony and a cart and a harness. Hard to tell what all. We'll read that off after a while. 115 down the rail. 115 is Muscle Major. That's a 3-year-old bay stallion, hired by Muscle Massive. 115 for your consideration. Raffle horse. Check him out, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I win that. I'll drive that thing right back to West Virginia. If they don't have the border closed. 115 followed up by 2 on the rail. 95 in the open buggy. Oh, yeah, look at that. 75 down the center of the track. 131 on the rail. 115 in the middle. Followed by 129. That's a new 129 is Chili's Flakes. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Andover Hall. 129. Raffle horse to the east end. $92 on the rail, followed by 163. 115 on the rail. That raffle horse is a 5-year-old standardbred mare, sired by the Mohegan Handover. Very nice driving mare. We also got a 2026 trotting sale number in the raffle today, a buggy Surrey, pony cart and harness, Seymour cart, trail cruiser cart, green egg grill, $500 Premier F cards, poly patio set, quarter-sawn oak dining table with 6 matching chairs, and a $500 shopping spree at Charm Fabrics, and Smoky Mountain Stay. So get your raffle tickets up there, ladies and gentlemen. West end of the barn. He's helping out someone there with that, so let's be supportive. Oh, it's for the Rainbow of Hope as well, just like the pony. If you weren't here for the pony presentation last night, that was quite the event. Over on the rail now, we have lot number 97, 95 in the open buggy. 97 is perfect tight. It's a 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by E.L. Titan. 129 to the east end. 129 is Chili's Flakes. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. Number 9 to the east end, Treasured 4-year-old bay mare, Muscle Massive is the sire. Like to thank our sales committee here today. If you see these folks out on the grounds, Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mullet. A lot to them. 95 in the open buggy, 97 on the rail. 95 is Senator J.D. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Warner. Number 9. Hey, there's a new one. Number 9 is Treasured Express. 4-year-old bay mare sired by Muscle Massive. Number 9 for your consideration. We got a lot of nice horses out here today. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out today. If you do not require a buyer's number here today, 97 down the center, 95 in the open buggy, followed up by 162 or 3. I missed that. 3. These guys keep me straight up here. Plenty of food on the grounds. I just want to remind everybody, in case you need to bring something over to the auction block, if any of the food vendors, want some advertisement up down there, you probably ought to send something down the center of the track. Lot number 97. He's a dagger. Lot number 97 is Perfect Titan. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by the E.L. Titan horse. Lot number 95 in the open buggy. Lot number 90, Senators J.D. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Warner. Is that right on that Warner there, Sarge? Yeah. Crowd gets excited if I get one right. Lot number 9 on the rail. Lot 85. Now, there's something special. Lot F. What you got there, Sarge? Lot 85 is B. Muffin Tone. Muff Tone, 7-year-old brown gelding, sired by a whistling stone. When I try to figure out those names, Roy told me, said, just read it, right? .22 down the rail. 22 is Clay Nose Jewel, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Mr. Hard Rock. I want to say that Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Dan got to do that. 79 of the track. It looks kind of special. 79 is Mohegan's Chance, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Mohegan Hanover. Here we come down by the block. Lot number 85. That's a good spot, Sarge. He's rolled up behind the shaft. I mean the number. Over on the rail now. Lot number 22. Lot number 22 is Clay Nose Jewel, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Mr. Hard Rock. Buggy boat, traffic safety sound, all the tools for the. No, that's lot 22. Lot number 9. That's a 4-year-old muscle massive mare. Lot number 9. Treasured Express. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive. 79 to the east end. That's Mohegan's Chance. 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Mohegan's Hanover. I'm going to turn it over to my partner now, Matthew Yoder.
On to lot number 22. '79 in the center of the track. 79 is Mohegan's Chance, a 5-year-old gelding, sired by Mohegan. Lot 22. $85 to the east end. 85 is B Mufftone, a 7-year-old gelding sired by Wishing Stone. 79.
Where's my coffee?
Special thanks to Yoder's Blacksmith there. They just came up with a cheeseburger and a coffee for old Bill. So yeah, any business need advertisement, I will work for food. So thanks a lot to Yoder's Blacksmith. Thanks for everything they done for us. I know they did a sponsor on a pony last night. We really appreciate it.
Which one is this? Down the track. We have 85, B Mufftone, a 7-year-old gelding by Wishing Stone. 85. Thanks again to Yoder Blacksmith for Bill's sandwich. Any shoeing supplies you need, Yoder's Blacksmith got it all. They got about anything you need for a horse. Supplements, liniments, all kinds of stuff. Yoder Blacksmith, just east of Mount Hope.
Yeah.
85 in the center of the track. 85. Twenty-one is Jasmine Band S, a 10-year-old brown mare sired by Dream Vacation. 21 going out the east end. Lot number 150. Twenty-one. Twenty-three is Silver Speed, a 5-year-old gelding. 123. 123 is Winning Flight, a 4-year-old mare sired by Hoosier Hawk. 123. Coming down the track, 85. 21 is Jasmine Band S, a 10-year-old by Dream Vacation. She's an imported mare in full to SD Rocketeer. Lot 23, Silver Speed, 150 on the rail. 150 is HVS My Pleasure, a 4-year-old stallion sired by Shackles and Chains. 21, That's the 10-year-old mare by Dream Vacation. In foal to SD Rocketeer. 23 is Silver Speed, a 5-year-old. 150 in front of the block. 150. A 4-year-old Stallion by Shackles and Chains. 123. 140. 140 is a 5-year-old Stallion by Donato Hanover. 140 to the east end. On the rail, we have lot 21. Lot 21, a Dream Vacation mare. Jasmine Band is her name, a 10-year-old. 123 on the rail. 23. Just 23 on the rail. 23 is Silver Speed, a 5-year-old gelding. $150. $150 to the east end. $21 in the center of the track. 21. Lot number 100. 23. Teamwork on that one. Lot number 25. Followed up by the rail. 58. And 94. 94 is Angel's Blessing, a 3-year-old bay mare. 100. 140. 23. Bill, you do that.
Hey, this mare coming up here.
Coming down the track, we have 63. 63. 3.
Atlas horsepower. Is that?
She said she's in full SD Rocketeer. Together the next time. How you say? Song of
25 in the middle of the track. 25.
Song of Redemption.
94. 94 in the center of the track. 94. And that's Angel's Blessing, a 3-year-old mare sired by Propillusion. 154.
You get 154.
Lot number 100. Lot number 140. 63 on the rail. 63 is Song of Redemption. She's a 9-year-old mare sired by Dream Vacation. She is in full to ST Rocketeer. Checked in full to ST Rocketeer.
He's got to do that. Bill. Brian, he's going.
100 down the middle of the track. 154. 140. 172.
I got one. Where you go?
25.
I got 25. Okay, I got 25. Yeah, that's at 80.
On the rail, we have 63, the Marion Fold, the Rocketeer, 154. 154 in the center of the track. On the open buggy, we have 172, 94, 25 on the rail. On the rail, we have 58. 58 is Mount Penelope, an 8-year-old mare sired by the Andover Hall, and she is in foal to Domino to Effect. Lot 58. 154 in the center of the track. 154 is Divinely Classy, a 5-year-old gelding sired by Can Classic. 154.
I'm trying to check these numbers over here. Messing these bred to in fold, but I haven't seen them. 24.
What's the 145?
In the open buggy, we have 172, followed by 140. 140 is Cheval Nor, a 5-year-old stallion sired by Donato Hanover. 140 to the east end. One 54. 54. 54.
Now it says she's bred to Domino, or she's bred to Monarch. She's actually bred to 6 days Domino Effect. We're guaranteeing her.
Lot 86. Lot 86 is in full to Domino Effect.
No, we're guaranteed she's bred 6 days. 6 days. We're going to foal by July 15th.
Okay, that's 86. 172 in the center of the track. That's a 6-year-old gelding by Mr. Cantab. 172 in the open buggy on a sunny day to the east end. Okay, you get 86, or no, I'll get it.
And then you can read the story with it.
Lot 154.
Got it right here.
154, Divinely Classy, a 5-year-old gelding sired by Can Classic to the east end. Six. 86 is Adorable Princess, a 9-year-old mare sired by the Andover Hall. She's going out to the east end, and they're going to guarantee her to be in full by July 15th to Domino Effect. 172 in the open buggy. Lot number 30 on the rail. Lot number 30. Flower on the wall. Sired by Big C Crown. Lot number 30. Lot 101. She's a Guccio daughter. Lot 101. An 8-year-old mare sired by the Guccio. She's got pedigree. Shortbred to Long Tom. That's 101. 172 in front of the block. 172.
Followed up by 86 on the rail.
86 on the rail. And lot number 119. 172 in front of the block.
Okay, I'll grab it. Thanks guys. Yes, you're welcome.
154 in center of the track. 154. 149 in center of the track. 149 followed up with 30 on the rail.
I'll get 30.
You get 149.
1/9 the track, $1 Million Guy. That's a 6-year-old gelding sired by the Andover Hall to the east end. 119. 172 in the open buggy. Mr. Cantab. Lot number 149. 149 is Barn Dreamer, a 4-year-old mare sired by Devious Man. 149. 101. This is a mare by Guccio. There's a full page pedigree on page 72 on lot 101. 119. 83 in the center of the track. Long Tom. 30 on the rail. 149 in the center of the track. 61. 61 on the rail. 61 is Prince Cantab. A 4-year-old stallion by Mr. Cantab. 61 to the east end. I have it right here. 101 is Miss Smead, an 8-year-old bay mare sired by the Guccio. She's in foal to Long Tom. Buggy broke. Shortbred to Long Tom. 8 days bred. 83. Lot number 30 on the rail. Lot 30. 61 on the rail. Hershey's got 60. 61 is Prince Cantab, a 4-year-old stallion by Mr. Cantab. 101 on the rail. That's the Guccio mare, shortbred to Long Tom. Miss Smead is her name.
We do have a 3-page pedigree out in the stall if anybody wants to see more pedigree.
Yep, thank you. 83 in center of the track. 83. Dover D, a 3-year-old mare sired by Dover Donnie. 83. 61. 61 is Prince Cantab, a 4-year-old stallion by Mr. Cantab. To the east end, 61. 69 on the rails, followed by 119. 83. Let me get you some. 144 in center of the track. 144. 144 is Tanzanite Tricks, a 7-year-old mare sired by Trixton.
Shortbred BK's Westmaster. Yeah, BK's Westmaster. BK's Westmaster.
137 in center of the track. 69 on the rails. 69. 69 is DW's Bryson's Boy, a 5-year-old gelding sired by Crazy Wow. 69. 101 coming down. Guccio. 61 on the rail. Lot number 30 on the way. 30 on the rail. One in the center of the track. 144 in the open buggy. We have 166. in the 101, followed by 27. 27, Ty Carolina, no, a 6-year-old mare sired by Muscles Yankee, 27. On the rail, 137 on the rail. Strategic Vision, a 3-year-old mare sired by Tactical Landing, 137. On the open Surrey, we have 166. Vitamin is good. A 6-year-old gelding sired by Vitamin Hanover. 144 in center of the track. 144 is the 7-year-old mare by Trixton. '27. 27 is Ty Carolina, no. That's a 6-year-old mare sired by Muscles Yankee. 27. 137 in the center of the track. 137. 144, 34. That's the 7-year-old mare. Trixton, she's shortbred to BK West Master. That's 144. The mare going to the east end. 24. That's a new horse. 24. 27 in the center of the track. 27. 166 in the open Surrey. 144. 137 on the rail. Lot number 24, we have Savannah Journey. That's a 12-year-old mare sired by the Andover in full to Master Wildflower. Lot 24 going out the east end. In full to Master Wildflower. Lot number 27. Lot number 27 is Ty Carolina, a 6-year-old mare, sired by Muscles Yankee. On the rail we have 41. 41. 41 is Honest Money, a 5-year-old mare, sired by Father Patrick. Lot 41. 41. Lot number 69.
Yoder Blacksmith. Uh-huh. He brought it to me. Henry brought it to me.
He brought some more.
Henry brought that. Thanks to Atlas Horsepower, they brought up some food here to the booth, so that's the way to get her done. 41 down the rail. Lot number 41 in your catalog. 41 is Honest Money. That's a 5-year-old bay mare sired by Father Patrick. 41 for your consideration. Also has a full-page pedigree on page 73 in your catalog. So if you want to check that out on page 73 in your catalog. Full-page pedigree. Lot number 82 down the rail. 82 is Spotless Reputation. Thank you. 7-year-old bay gelding sired by Water Workout. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors out here today. We got Mass Tractor, Yoder Blacksmith, Don't forget our sale committee, Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, Thurman Mullet. See those folks out on the ground day. Be sure and give them a thanks. A lot of work, a special event. If you wasn't here last night, great turnout for the pony benefit. We had 50 ponies raise $150,000 last night in about an hour and a half. So thanks to all the exhibitors, thanks to the sponsors. Each pony had a sponsor that we auctioned. 82, Roy, is Spotless Reputation. That's a 7-year-old bay gelding by Water Workout. Over on the rail now, we have lot number 4, followed up by 1, 2, 6. 41 is Honest Money. That's a 5-year-old bay mare, sired by the Follow Patrick. 41 for your consideration. Hey, look down here in front of the block. There's your pony and harness for the raffle. Don't forget your raffle tickets. $20 a piece, 6 for $100, west end of the barn. Get those raffle tickets. Everything goes to the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. That's what we did with the pony presentation last night. Lot number 59. There's one kind you read about and hardly ever see. Sabella Pillar. That's a 6-year-old bay mare, sired by the Sebastian K. Lot number 59. 82. He's a picking him up, setting him down as well. Lot 2. That's that 7-year-old bay gelding by Water Workout. Oh, yeah, there's a dagger down the rail. 41, 59 in the center. He's a picking him up and laying him down. 128. We may have a horse race here, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the kind you read about and hardly ever see. 82 to the east end. We still have plenty of sale catalogs. We was running a little low there for a while. Plenty of sale catalogs over here behind the auction block. So if you keep a log, come over and see us. 37 down the rail, followed up by 82. Here's your raffle pony.
5-year-old mare that's well broke.
5-year-old mare pony, well broke. You talk about some mare. Have you been to the pony sale? They made an announcement last night, last month's regular sale, $8,200 on a black and white pony, not even broke. 91 to the east end. 91 is followed up by 41. Lot 37 in the center. 128. I was having trouble catching that one. 128 over there on the rail was Lady of Oz. That's a 3-year-old bay mare, sired by the Man of Oz. All down the rail, we have lot number 91. Lot 90, EW Classic Rock, 4-year-old bay stallion, sired by the Can Classic. Oh, yeah, now we have 59. Yeah, he's looking for a bigger town. 59 in the east end. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 110 down the rail. 110 is Ponda Chase. 5-year-old black gelding, sired by Swan for all. 65 is the end. We're always looking for. You need your own. There's another one. Okay. What do you say? $110 down the center of the rail. 37. 37 is Hot Shot Luca, 11-year-old black stallion, sired by the Dream Vacation. His horse is still in quarantine at the time of the consignment. Completely raw talent, still raced in June 2025. Was very popular stud in Finland. Made 600K in racing, so that's lot number 30 consideration. Hot Shot Luca, sired by the Dream Vacation. 110 down the center, 7 on the rail. That 7 might be a new duck on the pond. 7 is Dee Silster, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by the only Glennon Dillon. 37. That's that Hot Shot Luca that we just read the pedigree on there by the Dream Vacation. Lot 37. $110 to the east. 110 is Ponda Chase, 5-year-old black gelding, sired by a Swan for all. 110 for your consideration. $7 and $65. That's 65 on the rail. 7 in the middle, followed by 37. That was that Hot Shot Luca. 37, that Stallion, sired by the Dream Vacation. 88, how about them 8s? 88, that's a new duck on the pond. 110 down. 88 is Upper Laxmi. 12-year-old bay stallion, sired by Pine Chip. You folks know if I got all them names right, you'd be disappointed. Lot number 7 on the rail. No offense to the consigners, but we do the best we can up here. Lot number 7 is that Deity Silster, 6-year-old bay mare by Dylan. 88, how about them 8s? 88, Upper Tier Laxmi, bay stallion, 12 years old by the Pine Chip. 65. Followed by 99. There's a new duck on the pond. 99 is My Sweet VP, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by My MVP. Ooh, look at that. 77. 77 is Coca Bomb. That's a 4-year-old brown mare, sired by Rap on Oz. It is getting serious out here. So horses in the barn, you better get them down on the track. Look at that. 65 picking them up and laying them down. 39 down the center of the track, followed by number 7 on the rail. 39 is Conway's D. It's a 4-year-old bay stallion, sired by Conway Hall. All right, now with the blaze face coming down the track, 77, 99. How about them 7s and the 9s and 88? How about that? 77, 88, and 99. 65. 65 is 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by Long Tom. 65 in your catalog. Run Off Red was that name. 39 down the center of the track, followed by 99 is My Sweet MVP, bay mare, 4 years old, sired by the MVP, 77 on the rail. 77 is that Coca Bomb, 4-year-old brown mare, sired by Rep on Coca Bomb by Rap on Oz. That's a tongue twister. Oh yeah, here comes one snorting. Lot number 39. 39 for your consideration. That is Conway's Deeds. 4-year-old Bay Stallion. There's your stallion by the Conway Hall. 39 for your consideration. 99 just to the east end. Followed up by 88. How about those eights? 88 is Upper Lakshmi. 12-year-old Bay Stallion, sired by the Pine and Chip. I'd like to thank everyone for bringing the staff up some food here. We're all fat and friendly now, so be able to hang in there to sale time. Don't forget sale time's promptly at 12:30. 99, 76 on the rail, followed by 145. So yeah, if you haven't had your horse down on the track, bring them on down. It'll be sale time before you. Don't forget your raffle tickets up in the west end of the barn. 20 bucks a piece, 6 for 100. Win that mare, standardbred mare that we had out here driving early, and that bulk pony, harness, cart, a lot of nice prizes today in the Rainbow of Hope. 77, followed by 99 on the rail. 7, 7, and 99. 76 on the rail. 76 is Explosive Master. That's a 4-year-old masterpiece. Number 6 over on the rail. All right, we have lot number 99 on the rail, followed up by 77. Have a look. That 99 was My Sweet MVP, 4-year-old bay mare. 145 is Reconcile, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Resolve. 6 down the rail. 6 is Running Out of Reasons to Run. What about that name? Running Out of Reasons to Run is a 7-year-old bay mare, sired by E.L. Titan. 99 to the east end.
89 is in full, please. If she's in full,
He could work for me.
145 to the east end. Followed up by 6, lot number 6. Don't forget, if you're just arriving to the sale and it is your first time here, a buyer's number is not required. 76 down the rail. 76 is Explosive Master, 4-year-old bay stallion by the masterpiece himself. Yeah, if you buy something here today, they'll bring out the slip and you fill out your information. 157. 157 is Countless Hours. That's a 4-year-old by full count. Countless Hours. Shortbred to Domino's Effect. 89 on the rail, followed by 6 down the middle. 89, not sure we talked about that one yet. 89 is J.S. Jewel Piece, 3-year-old bay mare, sired by the masterpiece, followed up by 145. 145 was that Reconcile. 157 down the center of the track. 57, that's Countless Hours. She's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the full count, and is confirmed in full to a domino effect. 89 down the rail. So if you're taking notes in your catalog, we'll give you a little extra information there if they are in full. Lot number 6 to the east end. My fingers are gold. 157. 157 is that Countless Hours. Again, that's that 4-year-old bay mare sired by the full count. And don't forget, it's confirmed in full to a domino effect. 89 down the center, and over on the rail we have one. That's a new duck on the pond. We're going to have to work on that name a little bit, and then we'll take another stab at it when it comes back around. I got a good crew up here. I'm sure they'll figure it out. 44. How about them fours? I'll get 44.
I'll get 44.
I got it. 36. 36 down the center of the track. That's Angel's Regret. 3-year-old.
This is 36.
36. I'm sorry. That was 35 I was talking about. 36 is the 12-year-old bay mare sired by CR Royal Flash. Oh, yeah, look at them fours. How about them fours headed for the east end? Four. That's that White Lightning 5-year-old bay gelding sired by 4 White Sox. 157 and 158 on the rail. 158 is Guccio's Tango. That's a 3-year-old bay mare sired by the Guccio. 36 of the track. 127 to the east end. Oh, yeah, lot number 36. 36, that's Melanie C., that 12-year-old bay mare, sired by the CR's Royalty Flash, 54. Hey, 54, there's a new one out there. 54 is Melody. 3-year-old bay mare, sired by Mo Higgins Hanover, 54 for your consideration. Lot number 32 is on the rail. 32 is Flicka's Count. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Count Diamond. Don't forget to stop by and see the fine folks up there at the Standard Bred Journal in the main barn. 127 to the east end. Over on the rail is 185. 36 in the center. 158 on the rail, I'm sorry. 44. How about them fours to the east end? 54, 44, and 54. 54 was that Mohegan's Melody. That was that 3-year-old bay mare. 32 down the rail. 32 to the east end. 32 is Flicka's Count. 4-year-old. 127. 127 is Miss Cassidy. 5-year-old bay mare, sired by Trumpster's Yankee. 36 in the center, 44 on the rail. We have 54 by the block, 32 in the center, 158 on the rail. 158 is Guccio's Tango, 3-year-old bay mare by the Guccio. Don't forget those raffle tickets. West end of the barn, 20 bucks, 6 for 100. 36 down the center. That 36 is Melanie C., 12-year-old mare, sired by the CR Royal Flush. If you're looking to raise that dagger, there you go. Broodmare Deluxe.
We don't need Joseph Max. We got use of it. Me and Matt, we did an auction Saturday there, Dan.
You did.
Matt, me and Matt. Coach from Hickman.
Who Auctioneer?
Yeah.
Big Chick City.
Matt and Big Chick Hitter.
You
I read
sold.
pedigree.
127 on the rail. 127, that's Miss Cassidy. 5-year-old bay mare, sired by Trump. 32. 32 is Flicka's Count. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Count Diamond. 44, how about them fours? 44 is that White Lightning. That's that 5-year-old, sired by 4 white socks. In the open buggy, we got 134. 134 is Creatine Power. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Creatine. 32, followed by 130. 130 is Aero Jazz. That's a 5-year-old brown mare, sired by What the Hill. Oh, yeah, here comes a dagger down the middle. Lot number 14. Is that a new one? Is that a new one there? Lot number Checkworthy. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill. In the open top buggy, lot number 134. 134 was that Creatine Power, 4-year-old bay gelding by the Creatine. Over on the rail, getting her done, is lot number 130. 130 is Aero Jazz, 5-year-old brown mare, sired by What the Hill. Oh yeah, if you're looking for style, 14 down the center. 14 is Checkworthy, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill. That What the Hill is putting out some daggers, Matt. 159. 159 is Superior General, old bay stallion, Mohegan Handover. 159 in your catalog. Lot 4 on the rail, followed by 1 and 11. That lot 4 is Devious Boy, 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Devious Man. 173 just passed by. 138 on the rail.
I got 173.
159, 159. Yeah. Are you good, Dan?
I'm good.
I'm worried about the book.
173 down the center of the track. Lot 4, 111 in front of the block. $130 to the east end. Lot number 130. Lot number 14 by the block. Lot 14. 138 headed towards the east end. 138. 138 is Mr. Tricks, 4-year-old bay gelding by Trickster. 138. Lot number 4 on the rail. Lot 4. 111 down the center, followed by 173. 173 is 50 cents. 3-year-old bay gelding, $50 bill. 173. $159 on the rail. 159 followed by 138. It is that 4-year-old gelding by Highland Trickster. 14, just 14 on the rail. Lot 4. Lot number 4 followed by 173. 111 down the center. 111 is Knight's Guard, 6-year-old bay gelding by Muscle Hill. That's 111.
Yeah, my hands up like they.
138 down the center. 159 on the rail. 14 followed by 14. Lot 14 is Checkworthy. That's that 4-year-old bay mare by What the Hill. What the Hill. New one, 28. Lot 28 on the rail. 28 is Ozzy's Song. That's a 4-year-old Ozzy mare. Lot 28. $134 in the open buggy. 134, Creatine Power is his name. 4-year-old bay gelding by Creatine. 134. $111. Lot 111. 6-year-old Hill. 28 on the rail. Ozzy's Song. 4-year-old Ozzy mare. 173 down the center, followed by 102. That's a new one. 102. 173 is the 3-year-old bay gelding by $50 bill. 173. $134 in the open buggy. 134 is that Creatine gelding. 134 looks like he's got a lot of power. Creatine Power is his name. 28 on the rail. 111. $173. 173, his name is 50 cents. 3-year-old gelding by $50 bill. 134 in the open buggy. We want to thank Atlas Horsepower Solutions for providing the block crew up here with some food, as well as Yoder Blacksmith. They were generous to bring us some food, so we appreciate that. 14, lot 14 down the center. 14 is Checkworthy, 4-year-old bay mare by What the Hill. That's lot 28. That's Ozzy's Song, Ozzy mare. 168, 16 center. 102 on the rail. $102 is Longing for Cash. That could be my name. Longing for Cash, 4-year-old bay gelding by Long Tom. 102. 14 on the rail. 28, followed by 28 to the east end. There goes your raffle horse in the cart. That's your raffle horse. That's a 5-year-old Mohegan Hanover mare. So be sure to put your tickets into the raffle. West end of Barn. 102. Longing for cash. 4-year-old Long Tom gelding. 102. 40 down the center. That's a new one. 168. 168 is B Wheelan. 5-year-old big Wheelan and dealing. 168. And the raffle horse down the center. 5-year-old Mohegan Hanover, well broke. $14 down the center of the track going to the east end, lot 14. Lot 40, 3-year-old mare, sired by Rockin' Jasmine is her name. Lot 40. Do you have a number on that horse? Raffle horse down the center. 168 is B Wheelan, 5-year-old Wheelan and dealing gelding. 168. Lot number 40, 3-year-old Rocker Son mare, lot 40. There's the raffle horse, 5-year-old Mohegan Hanover mare. $168. 156 on the horse going to the east end. 156 is Revenue Chip. 5-year-old bay mare by Revenue 56. Lot number 40, lot 40. 114, that's a new one, 114. The east end is JB Credit Life. 7-year-old bay gelding by Lindy's Credit Line. That's 156 in the card. 156 going to the east end. That's the 5-year-old bay mare by Rev and Roll. $114. 114 is the 7-year-old gelding by Lindy's Credit Line. $156 on the rail. 156 is the 5-year-old Rev and Roll mare. Revenue Chip is her name. 114 down the center. That's the 7-year-old Lindy's Credit Line gelding. 114 JB Credit Live. And 56 on the rail. 56 is J.L. Party, 5-year-old bay gelding by Party at Your Place. That was 56 to the east end. Here's lot 5. Lot number 5, Pre-B Charging It. Remember the name, 3-year-old bay mare by A Masterpiece, lot 5.
stof var så fordi jeg var ikke sådan meget bare ved du. Jeg snart til bare det ikke så rent som stof der man siger that stof is
Here's a new one, 72. 72 on the rail. 72 is M.S. Franny, 5-year-old bay mare by Southwind Frank. 56, followed by 56. 6. That's J.L. Party, 5-year-old gelding by Party at your place. Lot 5, lot number 5 on the rail, followed by 167. 167. 167 is Lynetta, 10-year-old brown mare by Man of Many Missions, and she has a stud colt on her side, born April 12th by Long Tom. That's 167 that just went to the east end. 72. 72 is the 5-year-old mare by Southwind Frank. $90, lot number 90. Followed by lot number 5 and 114 now the center, 114. 114 is JB Credit Live, 7-year-old Lindy's Credit Line gelding. 114, this is 167, Man of Many Missions mare. Again, she has a Long Tom stud colt by her side, 72 on the rail. $90, lot number 90 is Winning Point. 4-year-old bay gelding by Conway Hall. Lot number 90 to the east end. 114 down the center. Now we got the sun shining out. It's going to be a beautiful day for a horse sale. 72 down the center. Followed by 56 on the rail. 167 in the center, 90 on the rail. $114 down the center. Got a new one on the rail here. 66, 66. 66 is Barcelona Princess. 5-year-old bay mare sired by Bar Hopping, 66. Oh, look at that, 56, 5 on the rail, 90 on the inside, 167 down the center. $35 down the center of the track. 35. Angel's Regret. 3-year-old black mare by Merchandiser. 35. $90 down the center. 66 on the rail. That's the Bar Hopping mare. Lot 5. Lot number 5. 125 down the center of the track, followed by 167. $35 is the 3-year-old black mare sired by Merchandiser. 35 Angels Regret. 87 on the rail. 87. That's Wallop. 5-year-old bay gelding by Walner. 66 to the east end. $125 by the block, 167 on the rail. 125 is Wall of Dover. 4-year-old black mare by Dover Dan. 125. This is lot number 66. 66 is Barcelona Princess. That's the 5-year-old Bar Hopping mare. Lot 66. 35 on the rail. 167 on the rail. 146 in the center. 125 by the block. 90 is the trailer. That was lot 35 on the rail, followed by 17 in the center, 66 by the block, 90 down the center, 125 is the trailer. There's a new one, 53 down the center. Followed by 90 and 66 is the trailer. 53, that was the first one to the east end, is Chaka Hanover, 3-year-old bay mare by Wallner. That's lot 53.
Also, this guy says it's probably worth 35 or 40. Right?
Stopping in front of the block here is lot number 90. That's Winning Point, 4-year-old Conway Hall gelding. Lot 90, 87 on the rail. 87 is Wallop, 5-year-old bay gelding by Wallner. Lot 87.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I will. Maybe when I'm driving down the road this evening, I'll visit that. Thanks a lot, Mike. Bye. Me and you, mostly you. What's that? I said it's me and you, mostly you. Working a little bit. Get thrown on.
Lot 107 down the center, 87 on the rail, followed by 153. 107 that's headed towards the east end is the whole 9 yards. 7-year-old brown gelding by Creatine. 107. 164. 164 on the rail. 164 is Royal Champagne. 6-year-old bay gelding by Royalty for Live. That's 53. 53 headed out. Lot 17, that's a new one from Robert. 17 on the rail. 124 in the open buggy, followed by 146 on the rail. 146 is Timel Contessa, 4-year-old bay mare by Cadabra. 146. 153 in the lead, 87 in the center, 107 by the block. 107 is the 7-year-old Creatine gelding. 53 down the center, 164 on the rail. 17 going to the east end. That's LV, one and only. 7-year-old brown mare by Andover Hall, lot 17. Lot 17 was bred on Wednesday to A Masterpiece. So be sure to watch that number. That was lot 17 that went out. She is bred, short bred to A Masterpiece. 153 down the center. 164 is the trailer. 17 on the rail. 17 is that LV one and only 7-year-old Andover Hall, bred on Wednesday to a masterpiece. 107 by the block. 153. 124 in the open bucky. 153. 153 in front of the block here is Jewel Pro Hanover, 7-year-old bay gelding by Muscle Hill. 153 just left the block. 53 down the center. We want to thank the Buena Vista School stand down here to the west end of the arena. They provided us with some fresh drinks up here. Bubble tea, iced coffee, lemonade, ice cream, fried pies, cotton candy. Be sure to visit them. It all goes to the Buena Vista School. 107 down the center. 107 is whole 9 yards. 7-year-old brown gelding by Creatine. Again, Buena Vista School is on the west end of the arena down here. Be sure to visit them for all your drink refreshments.
All right, give me the other one. Yeah, that one. But I'm ready for you to take over. I got to go potty break. Give me the other feed, our
112. 112 on the rail. In front of the block is 17. 146 on the rail. 146 is Timo Contessa, 4-year-old bay mare by Cadabra. 146. 153 down the center. 153 is Jewel Pro Hanover, 7-year-old gelding by Muscle Hill. 153. 112 on the rail, 164 by the block, followed by 17 and 107. 107 down the center. That's the 7-year-old Creatine gelding. On the rail is 146.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. You did a great job. Thank you, Dan. Moving in some new spotters here. These are some serious drinks that I just brought up from the, what was that school down there on the west end? Buena Vista School in there, but those little bubbles taste good.
Steaks are ready at Legacy Catering.
If anybody's interested, Legacy Catering has steaks ready down at the west end of the arena. It all goes for a good cause. It all goes to the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. So Legacy Catering down there on the west end has steaks ready if anybody's hungry. Again, all goes to the Rainbow of Hope Foundation.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody was here last night, but they had those down there. Matt told me those steaks were serious. So, yeah, I'm going to head that way just as soon as I get my next break. I know I don't look like I need it, but I'm going to eat one anyway. You don't get this big by not eating, right? I know what the dinner bell means around here in Holmes County. All right, down the rail now we have lot number 146. 146 for your consideration. That's Timo Contesta, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Cadabra, bred Hawkeye Intrigue. What was that one that went by? We didn't catch that one on the way by. We'll get him on the way back. .107 by the block, 112 on the rail. 107 and 112. 112 is Zero's Dream. Is that the way we're going to say that, Roy? 6-year-old brown mare by Sierra Ambrosia. How about that, John? That's close enough. Yeah, look in your catalog, figure it out yourself. 106. Then everybody won't be making fun of me, right? Oh, there's a dagger over on the rail. 109. 109. Yeah. 4-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by the Kentucky. Kentucky. Was that my time's a wasting? Yeah. I'm too interested in my fruity drink here. Now down the center track, 107. "107 is the whole 9 yards. That's a 7-year-old brown gelding by the Korean team. Sired by the Korean team. 107. Time's a wasting. 109 on the rail. That's at my time's a wasting. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Kentucky. 109. 109 straight. Dash 2X. 107. 107 by the block. That's whole 9 yards. 7-year-old brown gelding, sired by the Korean team. Don't forget, plenty of food on the grounds. Yeah, we've been well fed up here on the block today, thanks to Yoder Blacksmith, the schoolhouse, and Nine Lands. We've had the food up here, so I appreciate you taking care of me and the crew up here. A lot of good food out there. 161, 109 on the rail, 35 down the center of the block. 38, I'm sorry, it's Here's Pop Star. 38 is a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper. Ooh, look over there. 105. Fenway, that's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Warner. I always want to say Walmart when I see that. Hey, here's a honey and a high stepper. Number 107. That 107, that's that whole 9 yards horse. 7-year-old brown gelding. 148 in the center. 161 on the rail. 161 is Play It Again Chip. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Ozzy. 38 down the center. 38. That's a Perfect Popper gelding, I think. Yeah, 38, Here's a Pop Star. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper. 104 down the center. There's one you read about. 105 is Fenway. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Warner. 109 on the rail. Followed up by 161. 107 by the block. 148. 148 to the east end. 148 is My Trotting Machine. Mean Trotting Machine. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Snow King. 148 for your consideration. 30 more minutes of driving. Attention in the barn. If you hadn't exhibited your dagger, you better get him on down here. It's going to get serious at 12 o'clock. That's when they bring out the daggers. One 148. 38 by the block. That 148 was that Mean Trotting Machine. I like saying that name. Bay gelding, 4 years old, by the Snow King. Mean Trotting Machine. They should have named me that, John. 109. 109 by the rail. Woo, I kind of like that. 109 is My Time's a Wasting. 105 is Fenway. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Warner. 30 more minutes. 38 to the east end in the open buggy. Lot 38 is Here's a Pop Star. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper. $148 by the block. 148 is Mean Trotting Machine. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding by the Snow King. Anybody remember the first trotting sale here in Mount Hope? It was about 10 degrees colder than it is right now, I think. Or the sun didn't shine. So we've had everything from sunshine, and we're always worried about it raining, right? It rained one time, we sold one for $1,300,000 or something, so thanks for everybody coming out. Lot 38 in the open buggy. Don't forget to visit the fine folks up there at the Standardbred Journal. Mark, you might want to bring us a pizza down here or something. We've hit y'all a couple times up there. Fine folks up there at the Standardbred Journal getting out all the Standardbred news for us. So stop by and at the booth and give those folks a shout. Lot 38 down by the rail. 148. Again, if you're just arriving at the sale today, remember you do not need a buyer's number to purchase a horse or anything we have here at the auction today. You just wave your hand, we'll take your bid and sign your name. $38 in the open buggy. Yeah. I'll get my fruity drink. I don't know what those berries in there are. What? Good.
Well, yeah, it's
They
like
might be spiked. Who knows?
it's like the I think it's the
What if I fall off the wall?
okay, come on.
Oh, yeah, down the center of the track. Lot number 38 in the open buggy headed for the east end. I think it could give me a ride back to West Virginia. That thing kind of moves along. Yeah, could be faster than that sled I'm driving. Every time I'm up here, it snows. I thought it was snow this morning. I probably drove more bad roads around here than anywhere in Denver. I always told Matt, I said, I think it'll snow on my birthday. On my birthday, that's your birthday. I said, August 28th. I'm always told it.
If you need any pressure washing, bubbles and such, pressure wash.
Is that what he wants to put on
Just for a joke for Mark Miller.
when they drive that?
Well, I think just.
Miller's in the turkey working business?
Not from Kentucky.
Oh, no, or no.
No.
Yeah, lot number 113, Roy. 113 in your catalog. Lot number 113, that is SPF You Know Charlie. That's a 5-year-old brown gelding by You Betcha. Lot number 113 for your consideration. Oh, I smell those steaks. That wind is coming from the west, so yeah. Don't forget to go down there, because you better get down there before I do. We have less than 30 minutes worth of driving now. 165. There's a new duck on the pond. 165. That's Miss Mangosteen. Thank you, Roy. 3-year-old brown mare by Mr. Cantab.
Well, I think we should have.
Not now, after I rose.
I think Athlete should have something for her. It should be something.
Yeah,
for
something for his paper.
Well, you don't use
165 down the center track.
Yeah. It's not gonna run.
We had about one more.
You got a clear sheet of plan or
At least the trash will blow away to someone else.
yeah.
I got him a hat.
This is only,
Margie told me where to find this hat, 'cause I
we
found him a
only
hat
do
down
one
near that
auction
center.
a year.
113.
So you know that.
He wants you to tell him more, but you're just gonna let him.
Yeah, I'm
Just
just
one.
busy.
Just one enough. I got you.
165. Lot number 165 to the east end.
I'm just trying to figure out if there'd be a way to. It's all coming from this way, right? Yeah. So if you put it even at the side here, it would help a lot more.
18.
Lot number 18. Hey, there's a new duck on the pond. Lot 18 is that's a 7-year-old chestnut mare by CSJ's Photo. Hey, there's a family horse right there. 166 is Vitamins is Good. 6-year-old brown gelding by Vitamin Hanover. 165 down the center of the track. And Wade Wilcox to the west end. Wade's our photographer here. If you be sure and get with Wade, and we'll have pictures of everything today. And from last night, from the pony presentation, Wade has all those pictures. So be sure and come down and visit with Wade.
That was a pretty fancy one, Bill.
166 in the open buggy. That's Vitamin is Good. That's a 6-year-old brown gelding by the Vitamin Hanover. 42 down the rail, followed by 18. 42 and 18 to the east end. 42 is Make Me a Double. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by Pine Echo.
It would help a little bit, yeah.
42 is Make Me a Double. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Pine Echo. 42 for your consideration. Last chance, you guys get your horses down here. Not much more time for driving. Junior Hirschberger there in the open buggy.
I seen him go up and down on a regular basis.
Yeah, we've seen Junior on a regular basis. That horse there. So if you're looking for that family horse, check it out in the open buggy. 42. That's a honey and a high stepper right there, headed for the east end. Lot number 42. That's at Make Me a Double.
That's yours.
42, yeah, he's looking for a bigger town. Lot number 42 to the east end. Can you read about and hardly ever see? So if you want to get the final look at your horses, get them down on the track. You never get a second chance to make a first time impression. So come on down.
Those steaks were good.
Yeah, I'll get you one. We're gonna sit over in our blue chairs and chuck them down. It says auction at 12.
We still got those drinks coming.
Yeah, the hay guy. He better
Yeah.
show up. He's gonna get some.
As soon as he left, they came with these bubble teas and stuff.
Yeah, well, where is this guy?
Is there any more horses to come down? The track is wide open. Last chance. Show off your dagger. Again, we'd like to thank the sale committee for making this event happen. That's Robert Hirschberger and Thurman Mollett. So when you see those guys out on the grounds today, give them a special thanks. A lot goes into this. I see one coming down the hill now. Someone wants to make another pass. Don't forget your raffle tickets. Goes for a good cause, Rainbow of Hope Foundation. Up in the west end of the barn, they're $20 a piece, 6 for $100. Last night in the pony presentation, we raised close to $150,000 with 50 ponies. So we want to help those fine folks out. So buy your raffle tickets, win a prize.
What number you got?
All right, coming out of the west end down there. One final look for 129. That's Chili's Flakes. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Andover Hall. 129. Oh, yeah, have a look. 103. 103 is Cypress Hanover. That's a 5-year-old bay gelding sired by the Muscle Hill. 103 in your catalog.
Gotta put that one over there.
129 down the rail. 129 is Chili's Flakes. That's that 4-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. 103. 103 is Cypress Hanover. 5-year-old bay gelding sired by the Muscle Hill. We'll be getting underway with our auction here again, ladies and gentlemen, in just about 30 minutes. Our auctioneers for today will be David Miller, Joseph Mast, Andy White, and the pedigrees will be read by Atlee Shetler. I'm sorry. And we got plenty of ring men out helping us out today. Arlen Yoder, Nelson Weaver, Nelson Miller, Matt Miller, Alan Mast, Stephen Yoder, Raymond Miller, and Atlee Raber. Victor Hirschberger and Emery Miller. They'll be helping us catch all the bids today. Remember, again, you don't need a buyer's number. 132 down the rail. 132 is Tear Crazed. That's a black mare sired by Newtown Chocolatier. 5-year-old black mare, Tear Crazed. Lot number 132. That's that tier craze, followed up by lot 46. 46 is Modern Prophet. Modern Prophet is a 4-year-old bay stallion sired by the OU man. Lot 46 in your catalog. Now coming out of the west end. Oh, 129. 129. That's at Chili's Flakes. 4-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. 129 for your consideration. Oh, yeah. 140. 140. Cheval Neuer. 5-year-old brown stallion sired by the Dante Hanover. Donato Hanover. 140. Oh, yeah, down the center of the track is that 129. 129 to the east end. $132. $132 is tier crazed. 5-year-old black mare by the Newton Chocolatier. 140 by the block.
I feel so good. I was freezing, Stevie. I guarantee you.
Did you hear about our dagger hook clip?
I saw it. I bet. Yeah, I'm the barn manager. Yeah, I do all your chores.
We, old Matt there, he pulled that little thing out. Get dug it, hey, here's the, I don't know, other him on him. Stevie.
Are y'all going to ring the bell? Jesse stood to you, I need so. I got hung up with it at the time last night. On my boat.
On the rail, lot number 132. 132 is that tier crazed. That's old black mare sired by the Newtown Chocolatier.
Yeah, Johnny, flip the book.
Those guys approach me back here.
How much I need?
I don't know, but they're right beside Robert's little gray thing. There's 3 stooges on there. How many guys? Those are the guys. See, I told them it's your mare or whatever. They say 100. They brought the trademark mare.
Say what?
Just pay them.
Who are they?
No, but do you know how much it was?
Oh my! I did that.
Drinks, John. You got a drink. I'll drink too.
32.
32 on the rail, lot number 32. 32 is Flick as Count. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by the Count Diamond. 32 in your catalog.
Who is it?
Yeah, we just got some more drinks up here in the block, so special thanks goes out to Buckeye Hay Company. So get all your hay needs from the Buckeye Hay Company. They brought us up some drinks up here to the booth. Thank you very much. Nationwide delivery on hay by the semi-load. Buckeye Hay Company, thank you so much. Lot 32 down the rail.
All shots canceled or dead. Good. Just not worried about it. That's all the loose skips. You can tell them I got a load from Buckeye
Standardbred Journal comes to the booth. Yeah. Can't reach it.
No, there's mulch here. Thank you, man. Give me one. Thank you.
32 down the rail. Lot number 32.
What is it?
Hey, Roy, we need to get rid of these. We need to get rid of these. Again, a special thanks to Buckeye Hay Company. Bringing us down some special coffee there. So semi-loads of hay nationwide. Local quality. Any amount you want. 171 down the rail. Now there's a new duck on the pond map. 171. Royson's best one yet. How do you think about old Bill getting that one out? 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Crazed. Royson's best one yet. Lot number 171. He'll be coming back around momentarily. All right, down the center of the track we have lot number 171. 171 is Royson's best one yet. That's that 6-year-old bay gelding sired by the Craze. Handover Hall Dam.
Why don't we go for state right after this? You can literally buy a ribeye. He found two in this area. Because he has to truck them up and truck them back. No, but them at double, they were like, it's just another day for them. They told me right when they give her up.
Oh, yeah. Now down the center of the track's at 171. 171 again for your considerations. Royson's best one yet. 6-year-old bay gelding sired by the Craze. Get rid of this. Hey, Atley, how's it going? You're going to need me up here to knock the wind off it. I'll lay in that wind.
Sit on my side. Sit on the side, hold my hand.
Yeah. Now coming out of the west end of the arena, we have lot number 171. 171 for your consideration. Headed for the east end. That's at Royson's best one yet. 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Crazed. Again, don't forget those raffle tickets. Rainbow of Hope Foundation benefit. Get up there and get your raffle tickets. $20 a piece, 6 for $100. You seen the standardbred mare out here today. She was serious. That's a nice mare. The pony, well-broke pony. 5-year-old pony, I think. Buggy harness. A lot of good prizes that were given away today for the benefit. So get up there. Get your tickets, win a prize. Oh, yeah, one more time down the track for lot number 171, headed for the east end. $12:15, 15 minutes before sale time. So if you're making your way down to get your seats, it's going to be showtime. You better fasten your seat belts. We got some daggers today. Still plenty of food on the grounds. And we haven't ate it all up here yet, but we've had our fair share. And it's all been good. So special thanks to everybody helping us out down here in the auction booth. Okay, we got a highlight coming down here in just a few minutes. We're going to have a 6-horse hitch. So standardbreds in the 6 up a standardbred. So first ever time, I think, here in Mount Hope that we had the 6, right? So yeah, there's a first time for everything. First pony parade last night. Everything went real well with that. We raised $150,000 with 50 ponies. That was a big thing. Good job by the exhibitors. Special thanks goes out to all the kids that performed with their ponies and the sponsors. A lot of nice items were auctioned last night, and all the proceeds went to the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. So appreciate all that. Here comes the raffle horse. Oh, yeah. Who's that in the back seat there? Yeah, all right. That's a nice raffle horse. That's a mare, right, Matt? Yeah, standardbred mare. Also like to put a special thanks out to all the folks here in Holmes County. Helps me out with, I have a all-horse parade down in Buffalo, West Virginia. This will be my 3rd year for it. We raised about $20,000 last year in one day for the hospice. So I get some lot of nice donations from up here, and I really appreciate the folks coming down, helping me out with the event from Holmes County, from the food, bringing horses down, etc. So thanks for that. Here's your raffle horse going by again. That is a dagger. The all-horse parade in Buffalo, West Virginia comes off on Saturday, September the 20th. So if you ever want to come down to my hometown and see how we live down there in the Briars and support the hospice benefit, then we'd love to have you. We hooked the 4-horse perch and hitch from Matthew Yoder and his brothers down there, and we hope this year to even get up a 6. So if you want to put a 6-horse hitch together, come to Buffalo, West Virginia for the all-horse parade. It's a special event. Plenty of catalogs behind the block. If you don't have a catalog for today's sale, just make yourself right on over across the track here and pick yourself up a catalog. We'll be getting this show underway in just a few minutes. Here comes the 6 down the hill. So be sure and get in your seats, get in your position. First time ever here at the Memorial Trotting Sale. We're going to present a 6-horse hitch of standardbreds. Hershey Equine from Indiana presenting us a 6-horse hitch of standardbreds. They're coming down the backside and be entering into the west end down here. So special thanks to them coming down supporting this event. 13 years. Yeah, 13 years we've been promoting this event. So special thanks to everyone that goes out to put this thing on. Takes a lot of work.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 3.